Shoot. German tits.
Sometimes it can be big, sometimes it can be small.
Okay, that lens plate is gonna fuck with us. I don't move this fucking thing. I know we're still adjusting, guys. Fuck, get your fat ass up.
Shut your stupid ass up, boy. Ow!
What did I move? We're gonna be bending over like shit.
Alright. Go.
Start the fucking review.
Move that way. You gotta move it over here. To this outlet.
Sorry guys, we didn't plan for this at all.
There you go.
Is it good now?
Mm-hmm.
Just start it, okay?
Alright. Hey guys, GamingTornado here. And I'm
Word
here
Madness here, you Word Madness? I am.
You just interrupted me, so I'm done with the review.
Just you can start, I'll be right back.
So, today we're going to be discussing Last Jedi. Now, there will be spoilers in this because we're going to be talking about the plot, how we felt about it, and
it's pretty fucking apparent it's a review you did.
So, spoilers. So, overall, I give the movie a 4.5 out of 5. Now, there are a bunch of things wrong with the movie, and I have to say them. First off, I didn't have really a problem with this, but I noticed they didn't have, they didn't have the line, "I got a bad feeling about this" in the movie. And I feel like that Disney is now going to try to kill that saying off, and Ryan's going to eat a pickle.
I brought a jar of pickles for this review. Because I like pickles. Sorry about the lighting.
Great advertisement. If you want to sponsor us.
Mount Olive pickles. I love you guys.
Please sponsor him.
Sorry if the lighting is really fucking bad. That does not help. That actually, on the other hand, does. Yeah, the lighting's a little bit... So, guys, I know we're constantly adjusting this, but that is really going to mess with me. In fact, to sit that low for this review.
And that is why I use a camcorder now. Because of that.
You want to continue? Because this is getting bad.
So, I think Disney is trying to kill off "I got a bad feeling about this" because they didn't say it in the movie. Now, there were a lot of throwbacks to other movies. There was a somewhat version of "If you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can ever imagine." And I feel like right now, what Ryan is doing is that video of when that guy was in a sewer and there was a pickle lodged between two cracks, and he's like...
This is just how I eat pickles.
And then...
Are you judging the way I eat pickles?
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to shove this down your throat?
No, because I despise pickles. So, there were a lot of throwbacks to other movies. The only one I remembered was "If You Strike Me Down." There were a lot of other throwbacks, though. There was good humor in it, for once. In Star Wars movies, there isn't really any humor that you kind of understand.
Rogue One.
Yes, yeah. K2SO, but that's not the topic of this video. There was humor that you could get in this movie. There was like a line of Luke saying, "Where do you come from?" And she says, "Nowhere." And Luke says, "Well, no one's from nowhere." And she says, "Jakku." And he says, "Well, that's pretty much nowhere."
That's a good line. We'll give them that. That was a pretty good line.
I did like all the scenes with the island because that was a real set, and a lot of the sets on there aren't real. But I don't get two things about this movie.
Okay, wait. Before you go on there, you may be addressing this, but I kind of want to say this. Something I really want to talk about. Well, two things I really want to talk about, which these may be the same things you're going to talk about. The first thing is the bloody casino. Oh my god! Did you hate that stuff? Are you gonna talk about that?
I didn't hate it as much. I mean, I didn't really pay attention to those scenes.
Oh my god. So, he liked the movie. I did not. I was not a big fan of it. And I will actually go into some of those reasons why. And one of them I do actually have to blame on myself for that. Because I came in knowing some stuff about the movie, which I wish I didn't looking back. But I'll have to explain that stuff later. The casino was pointless. It took away from these amazing... Okay, I'm still wearing my hat because this is really comfy. The casino really did make me mad because... Okay. It took away from some of the great scenes, like the mirror scene, like wherever like there's that million rays.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful scene. I love that. But then I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then it just cuts to the casino. I was like, and I remember I was watching a review of it, and they pretty much summed up the entire casino as like social commentary, social commentary, social commentary, social commentary, political satire. Like that's really all it was. It was pointless. So, do you have any other thoughts on it?
The casino scene, I do agree with you, took away from the action. I didn't really get Rose's part in the movie.
I hated her.
I didn't get her part besides a love interest for Finn. In the end, I don't even think Finn even liked her. He didn't show any emotion for her. He didn't think her as someone to get a closer relationship to. He just thought her as a girl that he met that is a friend.
Poe and Finn had a better relationship with each other.
I like how Poe had a much larger part in this movie, unlike Force Awakens.
Yeah, even though he
only got like maybe 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like 3 minutes of screen time, and that's it.
It was a pretty epic screen time, so.
But
he was a pretty cool character. He is honestly, I really like him as a character. I think he's a really cool character. He has a lot of potential. I will be saying that he does have a lot of potential.
One of the reasons I was really hyped for this movie is because of the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought has a nice design and has a nice arsenal of weapons, but the way you destroy it is like
I thought it was pretty ingenious.
Stupidest way to destroy.
You mean taking a spaceship and like crashing right through it?
I mean, okay. There's a big bulging hole in the freaking
Oh, you mean the Okay, no, sorry. Hold on. I was thinking of like the main ship that they were so scared about, the one that was chasing them down, that couldn't go a little bit faster. Cause it literally, do they have like 3 settings? Do they have like normal speed?
I think that's
light speed and then like super speed. I was like,
that's called the Mega Class.
Whatever the fuck that thing is called.
Star Destroyer.
Yeah, that. I think that was just kind of dumb whenever you thought about it.
And
the Dreadnought. I think the Dreadnought was pretty cool. Like, just the way that they described it was like, oh my god.
And, by the way, Snoke's ship, fun fact, is if you, like, lengthwise, it would have to take 3 normal Star Destroyers from the original trilogy to equal that length. But one thing, spoiler...
Snoke's spaceship is pretty long, isn't it?
Shut up. What is he? You think he's trying to imply something?
What the fuck was this? The Australian accent there?
I don't know. I tried to do Scottish. It's a Shrek reference.
That was a pretty bad Scottish accent.
People who have Battlefront kind of got a sneak peek to the Dreadnought because if you did the campaign Resurrection, then you knew that there was going to be a new ship. Because you know this because they.
Okay, I think we kind of need to stay focused on the review.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the Dreadnought was really cool.
Mm-hmm. I did think it was really cool. Okay, the scene whenever it was destroyed, I know it was kind of dumb whenever I thought about it, but that was an intense scene. My heart was racing during that scene.
The problem is, the only problem I have with the Dreadnought is how easily it can be destroyed.
That was very easy. But you have to agree that was a pretty awesome scene. Just like the music, the slow-mo was used very well there. That was a good scene.
Yeah. I don't know. What should... The Force! Let's talk about how the Force doesn't work. So, there are a lot of problems I had with the Force in this movie.
Leia.
Leia, you can't
fuck that scene. Wait, hold on. Fuck that scene. Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, go on.
You can't pull yourself towards the ship. If she held out her hand and pulled the ship towards her, it may have made sense. No, it did not make any sense.
That wasn't my problem. My problem was... I'm gonna actually turn this on. I'm kind of cold, and hopefully this doesn't affect the audio, but I'm kind of cold. The problem is, though, is my issue with that scene was... I just see you just got like... Yeah.
Oh no, I just got like a weird burst of cold in my skin.
Oh, fun. My problem was if it was Luke, Rey after her training with Luke, if it was one of those two, or Kylo, I would have been fine with it. That would have been a really cool scene if it was any of those three. Leia, we have seen, or even it's never been applied that she has zero training in the Force. Think about how long it took Luke and Rey just to fucking move a rock. A rock! And then all of a sudden, Leia's like, dead? And like, Superman stuff. Fuck that. Fuck.
So, someone made a really good meme about this. Someone posted a picture of her, like, reaching towards it, and it's Luke, like, going, like, How is she doing that? I don't think she had any training. And then it goes to Yoda saying, got the care packages she has.
I think it would have been, got the money she has.
If they made a Star Wars story, which is like the movie between the 2 years timeline between the movies, like it's Force Awakens, Rogue One, and then Last Jedi. If they made a Star Wars story about when Leia was training, I think that would explain a lot of what was happening during the 30 years, I believe it was, of, what she must have done to train.
She probably had no training. She's probably worrying about fixing the government. I'm just seeing your hands just shake.
I was hyped for the porgs. That's what they're called, porgs.
Fuck those.
Which are those little creatures. And I thought they were going to be CGI and look really cool. When I first watched the movie, I was so disappointed.
Do you want to know why they were in the movie? Sell fucking products. Oh my god. Honestly, they were useless. They had nothing to do with the plot.
They did add some humor, but...
No, there was no humor.
Yeah, I did. Chewie eating one of the porgs.
And then them wanting to eat their own family.
But...
Okay, I would have found that funny if they actually were not purely in the movie just to sell products.
If they have a little bit of a larger plot in the next movie... Which,
no, I don't want them to have a larger plot. I just want to know that they were at least in the movie to not sell products. But I knew that's the only reason why they were there was just to sell products. Piss me off.
Okay. So if the porgs did something in the movie, like if Rey threw her lightsaber off the edge accidentally and one of them brought it back up to her when she was sleeping, then that would have, added some...
At least kind of used that they actually felt like... Maybe not doing that, but at least doing something that was useful with the plot.
So, overall, okay.
Let's talk about the battles. Let's talk about the fight scenes.
Yes. I didn't dislike them.
I love the fight scenes. I thought they were amazing.
But there's one other thing about the Force that I don't get. Snoke in the movie had lightning. But what he did, from what I saw, I followed his lightning, and it seemed as though it ricocheted off the ground and then hit Kylo. That's what I think I saw.
I'm not connected on my computer, so.
But
Snoke, I'll look at that. I'll look into that.
Me and Ryan have already discussed this, but Snoke's design.
Okay, he did look a lot better than he did in the last one. Like, he actually looked threatening. Whenever you just saw his head and everything, like his face, he looked threatening. I was like, okay, he looks pretty badass. And then whenever they introduced him, whenever you actually saw him, the robe, he's a... They're not. He's
he
not.
Looks like a discount Chancellor Palpatine.
No. That's Chancellor Palpatine looks kind of. I kind of like the costume, just kind of. I don't know. I don't know what I can. I don't know really know. It's been a while since I've seen those ones.
One thing I was excited about Snoke was his guards. I thought they were gonna have a little bit of a larger plot in the movie.
I didn't. I don't think they really needed you, but they offered a pretty epic fight scene though. That was.
Yeah.
That was honestly my second favorite fight.
But it's hilarious how, because I watched a video on this after I watched the movie the first time, that they were supposed to be there to protect him even if someone walked towards him. When Rey just ran up to him with Kylo's lightsaber, they didn't do shit. They just stand there holding their weapons and watched.
I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
I thought that either Rey or Kylo would switch sides, like Rey would go to the dark side or Kylo would go to the light side. But I didn't expect it to end how it did.
I kind of liked the ending. I kind of liked it.
The Guerrilla Walkers, probably the best vehicles I've ever seen.
Oh, was that like the snow?
The Guerrilla Walker, yeah. But when
Okay.
they kind of copied the Hoth scene, I just kind of got really mad at that.
I thought that was honestly one of my favorite. I did have issues with that because that entire planet had very mixed feelings. I loved the design. I thought the planet was really cool, and I loved the line that just said salt. It was like snow. I was like, oh, this is salt. That's probably not how the lines goes, but that's just how I'm saying, like the salt line. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was a really funny line, and that's because it's like kind of an inside joke with some friends. But the thing that, but what I hated was Poe and Rose on that planet. Oh my god, Poe should have died.
Do we just lose Poe?
No. I guess it's just that. Because that's not doing anything. Poe should have died. Honestly, he should have died. He should have gotten killed, and that's what should have destroyed the machine.
What is going on?
The machine. But that's not what happened. Rose had to go in and save her. I would have been fine if she went in and saved her, and then she died as well. Like, okay, she died. At least someone needs to die. Because they always talk about how that there's always sacrifices in it, and yet no one of importance dies. They go on with how rebellions are built on sacrifices and all these sacrifices. Like, name a main character, like one of the main characters who's actually died for the rebellion.
Luke.
He didn't die for the rebellion.
Yes, he did. For the rebellion.
Yeah.
I mean, Luke did distract Kylo for them to escape.
Okay, I'll get to that. But like, no really character actually died, and that would have been a nice thing because always, like I said, always going on about that, but it never happened.
I see what you now mean by no one getting killed.
Yeah.
Let's get to how Luke died. By that.
Okay, that is the reason why I hated this.
I wasn't so mad about the Force on that. I wasn't as mad.
I love the scene, but that scene is actually the reason why I hated the movie as much as I did.
And the thing is, when I first watched the movie, I kind of got a glimpse of that Luke wasn't actually there because they're on the salt planet and they're on the white part. They aren't on the red part, which wouldn't affect it if they were on the red part. But if you notice Luke's footsteps, there are no footsteps.
Mm-hmm. My mom actually did. My mom, whenever she saw it, she did actually point that out. I didn't notice that whenever I watched it. Because I was like, here's the thing though. So that scene, Luke's death is the reason why I hated the movie. It's not that I thought his death was bad or anything. I loved it. I thought the entire scene was epic. But one of my friends, he told me, because I ended up asking him because we had a theory that Rey and Kylo were going to kill Luke. My friend said, and I asked my friend, he's like, hey, can you just tell me how he dies just so I can know? and he told me. And I was waiting for his death the entire movie. So the movie felt very long to me. It was a 2.5 hour movie, but to others it didn't feel that long because the storytelling was so great, but I was waiting for it, so as the movie kept going on, I started getting more negative towards the movie.
And a good reviewer made a point on this. Once, like, they broke the lightsaber and you're expecting the movie to end, there's just another 30 minutes of screen time, and you're just thinking, oh, well, this is gonna get exhausting. And
yeah, it kind of...
When you think the movie is gonna end, there's like another 30 minutes.
Yeah, I do understand that. I think it just kind of got... I mean, it was a great scene, but it got boring so fast. And also, I kind of want you to think about this one. The dice.
Yeah.
He was concentrating that entire battle, just sitting there, like, think about the dice, think about the dice, think about the dice, remember the dice, remember the dice.
Oh wait, I got battle Kylo.
Oh, remember the dice, gotta remember the dice, get this amazing one-liner, remember the dice, remember the dice, remember the dice, just constantly saying that. I was like, really? Once you actually think about that scene, it was kind of dumb.
So, I liked Kylo better in this movie.
Oh, Kylo was epic. The shirtless scene was kind of dumb, though.
Did he get a large part in The Force Awakens? Well, they both got pretty equal parts in both movies. He didn't get much face time. He just wore his mask for the whole movie in Force Awakens.
I did like his mask. Even though his voice is really hard to hear, the mask was actually pretty cool.
I
thought the mask was it was a cool mask.
I didn't like how, I didn't like his face design. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say here? Like, the makeup or whatever, the art. I just think that he didn't really have any good, people didn't really see his face. I mean, they didn't get a good idea of what his face was actually, because every time he showed his face, it was in the dark. In this movie, they made a much better vision of that, and the art design with the cut over his eye, that was really good. And him getting more face time in the movie definitely showed us, like, his anger. Showed us his anger.
Do you get the pun?
What?
Face, you're talking about his face, like, more face time? You made the joke and you didn't even get it!
Dang it.
Oh my god.
So, it definitely showed more of the anger in his eyes for Snoke. They didn't really show that in Force Awakens, and his TIE fighter I really like. It was a mix between Darth Vader's TIE Advance and I believe the TIE Defender. And I really liked it because, I don't know, I feel like it's just the design that got me. Because it also had missiles, and it just looked the design looked really cool. Let's get off that though.
What else is there?
He destroyed his helmet. Now, at first, I thought that
was I like the scene.
At first, I thought he was going to keep the helmet for the whole movie again, and then he got cut again during the battle, and his helmet got destroyed. I didn't expect him to go full on ape King Kong on it.
Okay, all of his anger scenes are really cool though.
Yeah.
Because you feel his anger.
And it does show how much anger he has. I mean, I don't like how they say he tries to be like Darth Vader when he has literally no resemblance to his actions like him.
None of it. Yes, he's very similar. The costume is actually kind of similar. But his personality is very different because with Vader, and at least in the original,
Vader was patient.
You had no compassion for Vader. Okay, hold on. In the original trilogy, you had no compassion for Vader. In the first one. First movie, no compassion. People compared him to Hitler. And then came the prequels and then fucked all that stuff up, but no compassion. Well, with Kylo, you feel the sense of sorrow for him. Especially in this movie. Even though you kind of realize that everything was... that it was all because of a bad light timing.
I like I said, I don't like the resemblance to his actions in Darth Vader and how they say that he has a resemblance to Darth Vader. He looks nothing like him, because in the prequels you can see Anakin, which fucked it all up.
Okay, let's not talk about the prequels. Fuck the prequels.
But Kylo had no resemblance to him besides the hair, and Kylo wasn't patient like Darth Vader was. He didn't have a good connection to the Force like Darth Vader did. And that just kind of confused me. And I was just thinking, why do they compare him in any way to Darth Vader? And I know at one point, like, when Rey gets mad at him, she says, "You'll never be like Darth Vader." And that kind of proves my point. And I don't... Does anyone... Does anyone else get the, like, hold your hand out to look into people's mind? Is that really any way the Force works?
There's a Force.
I mean, I did like how he could stop people just by, a wave of his hand.
Yeah.
But sometimes he can just be a little too angry to the point where it gets exhausting later.
I mean, it works with his personality. It does work with his character. And that's kind of was the point of the character. He is angry. Kind of like the Hulk. Like, the Hulk is with the lightsaber and everything. That's kind of how it was.
But I did like the death of Snoke. How Snoke was,
it was
like,
a cool
how,
scene.
like, he will strike down his true enemy, and Kylo Ren ignites the Rey's lightsaber through the Force.
It was pretty much a scene by scene of Return.
Now,
It was a scene by scene of Return of the Jedi, though.
I knew something unexpected was going to happen. I thought that, like the original trilogy, that like the main villain, not even the main villain, the leader of the Empire, like the Emperor in the original trilogy, and Snoke. I thought Snoke was gonna last till the next movie, which...
Yeah, that's kind of sad that they killed him off this early.
So,
because he had no background. You had nothing on him.
But there was a little bit of background, because he had a ring on that had a rock on it. Now, some people have been theorizing that it's the rock from somewhere inside Darth Vader's base on Mustafar, I believe it is, from Rogue One.
Who knows?
But, yeah, if we got more storyline to what Snoke went through and how he got there, that would have been much better.
Okay, let's talk about the code breaker real quick. He was very inconsistent with his stutter. I don't like the stutter. It was very inconsistent, and also I talked to a lot of people about this. It would have been so much cooler if the codebreaker was Lando. Then again, there kind of is that unspoken rule that there can only be one black guy per trilogy.
Oh my gosh! Come on! Come on!
Think about it though. Think about it.
Come on!
No, think about it though. I'm right about this though, right?
Oh, like Leia was the only freaking woman in the planet in the original trilogy. Not even the planet. Why did I say that? The galaxy.
No, there's other women in it.
Yeah, only one other.
No.
Only one other.
Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, that's the other.
Return of the Jedi, all those slaves? They had tits. No, but think about it, guys. The prequels had Mace Windu, black guy. The original trilogy had Lando, black guy. I don't care. And also, remember, in the new ones, Finn, black guy. No other black guys in the galaxy.
I don't like how they said there was only one codebreaker that could do it, and then they just get some other guy.
I think that was the same guy.
No, it wasn't.
Really?
Because the guy that
They look like
they
the
had the
exact
flower
same
on it.
people.
No, because the guy that had the flower on his chest had like slick hair and like a little,
They
fancy
looked
mustache.
exactly the same. Like their face looked exactly the same.
Not
Though.
to me.
To me, I thought they were the same. To me, I thought they were the same actor.
But his betrayal at the end was bad, and I don't know if they're gonna bring Phasma back, because
That
in
was
the-
pathetic.
they made
she had like they were building. It was like a silent build up.
They
between
made a comic
them.
of how Phasma survived. Like she before Starkiller Base blew up, she went back and she went back to the computer and put it as someone else. Took off all the shit. Ryan, stop.
Why are you touching my?
Get your leg down. Ryan, I am being in this video.
You're in the video.
Yeah, but your freaking leg is in the way.
You're voice acting.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah,
Phasma.
she input someone else's code into it, so that way she wouldn't get, probably beheaded. But everyone thought she was dead, and there's only a very few people out there who read all the comics, and I'm not one of them. But it...
You continue on with Phasma.
But-
I'm gonna put these pickles away.
The thing is, when I looked at Phasma when Finn cut her helmet, if you look at the actor for her and then you look at like the little bit of face that you see, it didn't really look like her. I mean, yeah, it just didn't look like her at all. So I was thinking, wait, did they put someone else in there? And they probably did. Stop with the
Alright.
Luigi at.
Okay, continue.
So, Phasma could have had more potential. She is not coming back anymore.
Yeah, you're right there.
No
She's
way.
not coming back.
No way she's coming back.
So,
She didn't really have a large part in this movie.
yeah. That is one thing. Wait, can they still see me here?
Yeah.
They can still see my head, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, continue.
So, while Ryan's trying to kill himself, let's talk about Admiral Holdo.
He was funny.
He.
Yeah. Wait, Admiral. Oh, the purple hair bitch.
Oh, gosh, idiot. I don't get her.
She sounded like a mother. Like, trying to explain stuff to her NC team. And honestly, why didn't she explain the mission? Because by not doing that, by explaining it, there would have been no chance of a mutiny, which literally happened. So, and also, nobody cared that there was a mutiny going on. Literally, holding a gun up to her, and everyone's like, la 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 la. Oh, someone's gonna. Oh, it looks like one of our pilots is holding a gun up to our leader. I gotta take a piss. Fuck this. Someone else can deal with this shit. Yeah, it was dumb.
Let's see, what other characters were there?
I think we kind of covered most of it.
No, there was something I was gonna say. I don't like how, Kylo and Rey can see each other.
I thought that was kind of cool.
It was
I thought
cool,
that scene. I thought
but it didn't make sense.
the interactions were amazing. What kind of did though?
It didn't make sense.
The Force.
But Kylo, water from the planet that Rey was on got on Kylo. That's when he was like, and water was on his hand. That was water from the planet. I don't get that.
Snoke.
They could talk and see each other. They couldn't see their
Each other's surroundings.
But when you just have Kylo also get water on his face just from the ocean, it's just kind of retarded to me.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of dumb. But, I think that's kind of it. I think we covered everything.
Yeah. So, tune in next week.
No, wait, no. What's your final score?
4.5 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Nah.
So
2.5 out of 5.
tune in next time when we
And 3 out of
when we
5.
do
Fuck
a
it.
review on Roll.